going on, everybody? UltimatDjz here from the Talking Trek podcast and the Teaching Trek YouTube here today with another video with breaking content in it. Yeah, Scopely has been staggering things out this month. It's been a little bit weird, right? Just a little bit weird. But we are staggering some rollout of things. And, of course, since our last video, we do have to celebrate here in the community because the Treasury tax was repealed. And I commend all of you guys for doing that. But the good news doesn't actually stop there. There's other things coming. The content creators and moderators have told you at the beginning of this month that the Treasury actually would have some other benefits, that there was more than meets the eye, that we had not seen everything yet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here today, we are ready to tell you all about it. All right, so buckle in and let's get ready to rumble here, folks. We got a lot of stuff to tell you about, a little bit of time in which to do it. So first of all, I would like to introduce you today to the Treasury building. It is actually launching today. And of course, as we saw, it's going to go in this position. But folks, it ain't going to look anything like this. Okay, it's not. As a matter of fact, a little bit later today, we are going to see the official launch of this new piece of content. All right. Now, some of you guys have been asking, well, what are we going to do? How are we going to build it? What's it going to do? Well, I'm going to tell you. You guys have seen some of these in your battle pass right here, these optical diodes. These are what is going to be used to build this building, or rather to upgrade this building. As a matter of fact, this is all that it's really going to take. No other materials. As a matter of fact, let's give a quick shout out, like we always do, to STFC.Space. Shout out RIP. All right, let's go over here into STFC.Space and take a look, a good hard look at this Treasury building. Now, we had already talked, we'd shown you this screenshot the other day at the beginning of Arcfall. Let's take a quick peek here. Here's Treasury Level 1, obviously requiring Ops 15 to build, but not requiring anything other than a Treasury key and some par steel. Well, that Treasury key is now going to be made available. It is a free-to-play key. It's going to be made available to everybody. You don't have to pay for it. So this building is, in fact, free-to-play. And as you can see, as we level it up, continues to only be Ops 15 as the requirement. But look down here, you see no materials of any kind, steel and these optical diodes. All right, now at the early levels, not taking a whole lot of these, which is actually really, really good because again, if you slide over here into your battle pass, you've got several free track milestones. There's 29. Let's see, there's another 29. Come over here. Here's another 29 in milestone 10. You come up here in milestone 16, another 29, and then you got another 29 in milestone 20. So really, truthfully, you're getting a nice little chunk of these straight out the gate just by participating in the free track of the Battle Pass this month. And not only that, but once you build this building, just like the Exocom factory, there's going to be a daily bundle given with more of these optical diodes. So the only enemy you have on this building is time. All right, you're going to be given a daily gift chest that is going to contain these diodes that you're then going to use to build the building, or upgrade it rather. That is very reminiscent of like the Exocom factory. That said, as you can see, as we continue to level this thing up, we're seeing great benefits. Here at level 15, a 30% mining buff, 30% protected cargo buff, and even an overall cargo capacity of 15%. That's not shabby, folks. All right, these are some good buffs. Let's continue on. And do note, as we continue to scroll down here, nothing is changing. Par steel and optical diodes. Par steel and optical diodes all the way up here to level 30. Okay, 63% mining speed, 60% protected cargo, and 30% cargo capacity. Folks, that's for all ships, okay? Right here, increase the cargo capacity of all ships. That's going to be Stella. That's going to be Vidar. That's going to be any raiding ship, all right? Even your surveys, but your battleships as well, all right? We continue on up here to level 35. Again, no materials anywhere in this building. It's beautiful, all right? It's absolutely beautiful. Then what we see once we get here to level 40, okay, continued only material, or the only materials, the diodes, but we also know that upgrading the Treasury to level 40 is going to add bonus prime particles to the daily claim. So every single day where you're getting your optical diodes in your gift section, you're now going to start getting prime particles in that same bundle. You'll notice that there are no other prerequisites, okay, other than the corresponding ops level, all the way up, okay, all the way to level 60, and look, still no materials, all right? So this is absolutely fantastic, a completely free-to-play building that will eventually get you the primes. But, DJ, we've already talked about all this. What we're here to talk to you about today is this section. the lockbox, all right? Now, people have noticed that there's a blank space on the calendar here on the 15th, okay? Well, that's because some events have been withheld. What we're going to see here today are events surrounding and celebrating the launch of the Treasury, okay? You are going to see some events that are going to launch that will provide resources and materials that are going to help you work on the Treasury content, but it is mainly for the purposes of building and upgrading this building, all right? We are going to see something unique and special. Folks, this lockbox is going to protect a certain amount of resources. When I say protect, I don't mean traditional resources and materials. I'm saying you get to fill it, all right? It's going to keep filling like a safety deposit box, like a bank account. And eventually, it's going to get so full that you want to take stuff out of it. All right. Now, at the very beginning of the month, there was the aspect of this building that I indicated that I wasn't super happy with because I am quoted as saying, part of this feature this month is going to be paywalled, and the other part is not. Well, obviously, this is what I'm referring to, okay? These buffs are completely free to play. Getting the prime particles are completely free to play. But here we go, this lockbox, okay? The lockbox is an aspect, a bonus chest, a treasure chest, if you will, of stuff that you're going to be able to acquire, but it will have a cost, all right? Here's how it's going to work. You're going to participate in certain tasks. Those tasks, that to-do list, is going to be visible inside your treasury. So when we come into the game, we're going to be somewhere in here. We're going to click on this building, and it's going to give us a list of tasks that we need to perform. Performing those tasks are going to fill up our treasure chest, fill up the lockbox with goodies, and they have not told us what's going to be in it. I don't know if it's going to be Rockstar Awesome or if it's going to be weak sauce. We have no idea. They haven't shared that with us. But what we do know is that to open this lockbox, you are going to have a currency called a de-sealing rod. A de-sealing rod. You guys, listen, it's lore, okay? It's lore. Rom used one in a Deep Space Nine episode to steal some stuff out of the Deep Space Nine ship hangar, okay? You can look it up. So you got a de-sealing rod. That's going to open the lockbox and allow you to take everything out of it, all right? The lockbox, though, is going to be protected, or the de-sealing rod, rather, is going to be protected by an in-app purchase, all right? You won't be able to get the de-sealing rods unless you actually pay for them. So what are they going to cost? Well, that depends on what level of progression you are in. The lockbox is going to scale up as you continue to unlock it, as you level up the building. These de-sealing rods are actually only going to start out at about $5, but they will get expensive as you continue to get more and better rewards out of them. We're told that this pack can scale all the way up to $100, but of course it should be filled with $100 plus worth of really awesome goodies. Here's the tricky thing. You're only going to be able to open this lockbox one time a month during a span of roughly, 14 days? All right? Because here's how it's going to work. There's going to be an event launch. There's going to be an event launch, kind of like a timer, kind of like a countdown, basically here on the Treasury building that says, okay, here's 14 days. You've got 14 days to completely fill it up. You got 14 days to do all of these checklist items that are going to show up in here. You got to fill up all these checklist items. Once the box gets 100% full, then no matter how much time is left on the event, then you're going to have either the remainder of that time or 3 days, whatever is shortest. All right, so let's say you fill the lockbox in only 3 days. Then you're only going to have a 72-hour window in which to purchase your de-sealing rod and claim the contents of that treasure chest. If you do not claim the contents of the treasure chest within that 72 hours, the lockbox is sealed away and gone for the remainder of that event. We are told that this event, this unlocking period, is going to happen maybe once a month. All right, could happen more, could happen less. It depends on when I guess they feel like it, but it's not going to be a normal everyday thing. And it is somewhat convoluted in its process, okay? Do the tasks. When the timer starts, you'll see an event that tells you, a clock right here on the Treasury, 14 days to do everything. You got to fill up all the do all the tasks, fill up the lockbox. Once the lockbox gets to 100%, not 99, not 98, not 80, when it gets to 100%, then you have 72 hours to actually unlock it with a pay-to-acquire de-sealing rod that could range anywhere between $5 and $100, depending on the contents and your level of progression within this building. So, a couple of questions that you're going to have regarding this. What events are we going to have that are sourcing these optical diodes? Well, there's going to be events sprinkled into this calendar. You can already identify certain days that are a little bit lighter. What about the de-sealing rods? Are they going to be free to play? At this time, I have no information. Right now, they are pay only. Do I hope that they become available, Scopely? Yes, I do. Eyes are on you. But as of now, we have no information about how to acquire the de-sealing rods from a free-to-play perspective. All right. Now, of course, if you're wanting to get to the higher level Treasury, the higher level lock boxes, there will be an in-app purchase available to also get some of the diodes so that you can buy those. All right. These to-do list items, I got a couple of FAQ for you. The to-do list items are going to be listed in the Treasury. These events that are going to give the diodes are going to be sprinkled in. Might tell you that there's going to be a couple of them that we've already hinted at as far as traditional events that are coming. All right. And that is going to give you the opportunity to continue to upgrade this building. So that is the Treasury. This is the pay aspect that we were kind of teasing at towards the beginning of the month. Again, we have no idea what's going to be in it. I hope it's going to be good. I hope it's going to be worth it, but I guess we will see. Now, this isn't everything, all right, that I'm going to tell you about today. As a matter of fact, I do have some more graphics that I want to show you now that I can actually show you something in the game. As a matter of fact, the other day, we were talking about this. You guys seen this in your multiphasic store? Again, folks, only if you have multiphasic credits. How do you get those? Well, you get those as basically cashback rewards for buying a pack from the in-app store on the Xsola version, on the PC version, all right? When you do that, then you get these multiphasic credits, and this store will open. If you have no multiphasic credits, then this store is not going to open, all right? And what you can get in here are just basically some extra cashback rewards with the extra multiphasic credits that are awarded in the bundle. Why does that matter? Well, because we've got this special little thing right here, a TNG Ultra Recruit Special Box that is launched exclusively for holders of multiphasic credits. Now, what's special about this box is you can see a far fewer number of epics, really concentrate, far fewer number of officers altogether, really concentrating your odds on the core TNG officers, and then, of course, some other basic or core rares, because they can't just put TNG in here. That would have been great if they did. All right, but there is still a little bit of dilution here, but certainly not that of an Ultra Pack, all right? Not only that, but guys, get this. Using multiphasic credits, you could still potentially get a full pull, and you still get the 12 shards, all right? So not too awful shabby, kind of liking that. But you're right, folks, that's only for people who are buying packs and getting these multiphasic credits. Well, what if I told you that owners of multiphasic credits will have this, plus everybody in the community will have this? Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen. Introducing Phase 2. We talked about Phase 2 many, many moons ago. I wish it had come a little bit sooner than it did, but here we are. Whoops, sorry on the screen. Here we go, Phase 2, all right? So, again, players do have the multiphasic credit store, all right? But those players are also going to have this one, which is going to show in your Ultra Recruit section, folks, okay? This will be what they're referring to as a PvP box, all right? Because we've got TOS Kirk, we got Honor Guard Worf and Sela, we got TOS Spock, and, you know, Gary Mitchell in there just for some funsies. All right. This is what's going to come in this pack. All right. You've got also Kelvin Kirk is going to be available in here. Carol Marcus is going to be available in this pack. And then, of course, an assortment of rares. This is Phase 2, more direct. Now, again, still a little bit of dilution. Certainly not as bad as the normal Ultra. But this is going to allow you to use your Ultra Recruit tokens to focus in on the officers that you would like to put a little bit more priority on. Now, just like in event stores, just like in the Dabo tokens, maybe a little bit of premium for choice, these are going to have the same mechanics, all right? So full pull opportunity, all right? 12 shards in every single pull, but these chests are going to cost not 800, but I believe we were told 1,000. Yeah, $1,000 to open a single chest, $5,000 for the 5 chests instead of $4,000. So a little bit of premium, but you are able to narrow down the dilution and focus in on these officers. Folks, this is what we've been talking about with Phase 2. These are going to rotate, okay? Maybe they're every couple of weeks, maybe they're every couple of months, maybe they're somewhere in between, but we are going to start to see ARC-specific recruit boxes with a little bit of a premium in cost, but definitely breaking down the dilution and allowing players to focus in on officers from specific arcs, all right? So right now, if you have multiphasic credits, then you've got 2 different arcs that you can source right now. If you don't have the multiphasics, then you are just here with the TOS officers. Either way, this is very, very good. And again, even in this chest, you still have your chance at full pull. You still have your chance at or the guaranteed 12 shards, okay? Super, super awesome that we're doing here with Phase 2, and this is further improving the sourcing within the game. All right, and I'm kind of excited about that. So you've got extra recruit opportunities, more specific recruit opportunities. We've got the lockbox coming. We've got the treasury coming, and all that it may hold. And golly, if they're still not 100% done this month. There's still a little bit more to come, all right? But we are going to see how it presents. Hopefully, these lockbox items are going to be worth it. We shall see. And folks, do keep in mind the clock on this one, all right? There will be a timer. It's almost like a bank heist. Once you know the bank is full, you've only got 72 hours to unload it. Otherwise, it all disappears, and you get to start over again the following month, or at least the following run. So some interesting mechanics there. Community, there continues to be things coming. Hey, listen, let's not forget. I'm sure that I can't see it now, but let's not forget. I didn't bring it up on the last show, but yeah, I'm sure it's not going to be in here. How about the Cosmic Cleanup and the free-to-play Amalgam? That was awesome. The Rare Directives, awesome. You know, really some good things kind of presenting in, kind of sprinkling in. Oh, by the way, real quick, I know players have been asking about this too, about the keys. Oh, I'm going to have 40 extra keys. Well, you are going to see a Treasury-related mission pop in here some point today. If you're watching this on the 15th, if you're watching it later, well, then it should already be here, okay? But there is going to be an extra mission pop alongside in here for the introduction of the Treasury. Community, what do you think? Leave your questions and your comments down below. Are you a little bit confused? Are you a little bit torn? Are you a little bit disappointed that it's going to cost real money to get these de-sealing rods? Is this a piece of this building that is in fact paywalled, K21? Well, it probably is, okay? That said, the whole feature is not. You got the great buffs for mining and cargo. You got the free protected prime free prime particles. And here is an aspect, really truthfully not maybe a horrible thing, where you've got a feature that's very available to the free-to-play with a little extra bonus for somebody willing to spend a little bit of money. Is the bonus going to be worth it? We shall see. My name is UltimatDjz. I'd like to thank you for hanging out here on the Teaching Trek YouTube. If you got questions, leave them in the section below. Please be sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe while you're here, click on the bell, share with your team, and most importantly, support the channel, okay, by sharing this and commenting. And you could even click on that little join button down there. See, down there? Look, it's right down there. Yep. Click on that little join button right there if you'd like to join in on our YouTube membership. Talking Trek and Teaching Trek are here for your entertainment. I'm your friendly neighborhood cat person saying meow for now. Love you, mean it. We'll catch you on the next one. See you later. Bye. Meow. Yeah. Good night.